Hello friends, and welcome to the next episode of the Strength from Within video series. And this next story that I will read for you is a little bit different, has a lot more darker tones in it than the last few that I've read. It's about a girl named Alexa. She's a little bit crazy, I guess, and she's like young and naive type of character, and this is just the first page and a bit of how I started off this story. And it's called Sound the Alarm. And Strength from Within hopefully will be published summertime-ish, fingers crossed. So yeah, here we go. I often wonder what happens when we die. What happens when every bit of our soul slowly exits our bodies? Some people believe in heaven and hell. They believe we live in the presence of God in a beautiful paradise with luscious trees and delicious fruits. If we're bad, we go to a fiery depths of the underworld with the wretched devil. On the other hand, some believe the after-death is a lonely pit of darkness. We don't exist anymore, and we're in a deep sleep for eternity. What do I believe? Well, good question. I, Alexa Cole, do not think heaven or hell exists. Also, I doubt we sleep in a black pit of nothingness. When we die, our souls rise out of our bodies to haunt the world as ghosts. Our invisible spirits roam the earth day in and day out, incapable of sleep, unable to be seen, and powerless in voice. All the translucent souls of has-beens watch loved ones in agony as they mourn their death. That is the worst after-death possible, and the best punishment for human beings. The punishment I wanted to bestow on Ben Callahan. I'm not a bitter girl who hates all mankind. I don't hate all men, just one, and for good reason. Mr. Callahan was a blood-sucking, parasitic phony, and I wanted him to die. I met Ben on a fabulous summer afternoon near the pond in Raven Park. The sun was shining at its brightest, making the water shimmer like 1,000 diamonds. It was a perfect day. I fed breadcrumbs to pigeons while sitting on my favorite bench, the closest bench to the ice cream vendor. It was at this bench where he first laid eyes on me. Something inside me warned my legs to walk away, but it was too late. "Hey there," he said in that sexy, raspy voice of his. I stared at him lovingly before I said a word. He wore a gold Rolex on his right wrist, which he never took off, even in the shower. After his greeting, he sat next to me on the rickety bench and stretched his arms along the top of it. Next, he smiled a crooked smile, probably hoping I would say something. After much deliberation, I snapped back to reality and choked out the words, "Well, hi." Normally I wasn't shy around men, or anyone for that matter. Unfortunately, this man had me quivering at the knees and melting in his presence. Even now I can't explain how he made me feel, or why I ever felt anything for him. It'll remain a mystery. Awkwardly I smiled, turned away from him, and prayed that he didn't see me blush. "I'm Ben Callahan. You are?" I wanted to pull myself together and have an intelligent conversation, but his effect on me was intense. Trying to sound like I wasn't a schoolgirl with a major crush was impossible. Technically I was, considering I was fresh out of high school and too naive to know anything. Basically, I was a child to him, which was exactly what he needed. I was a child who he could manipulate to do everything for him. The age difference was only a few years, but it was enough for him to make me a slave. Apparently, I enjoyed choking and not talking like a regular person, because I could barely get out the next few words. "Alexa," I said, as if I had forgotten it. It was, nice to meet you, but I should be going. I stood, pulled up my jeans, and straightened out my sky blue t-shirt. I reached for a hair tie from my pocket. The wind had picked up, and my wild brown hair was blowing in every direction. Before I could grab it, Ben held a surprisingly tight grip on my wrist and pulled me down to the bench. I was so dumbstruck by this event that I couldn't protest his action. "Leaving so soon?" he smirked. "I just got here." He paused, waiting for me to respond. All I did was sit there, face forward, and stare at the shimmering pond. Well, I will stop there. I hope you've enjoyed this. I will post the pages I read on my blog, and all the links and stuff will be in the description. I hope you are following along with this series and are getting excited about my publishing date, which is soon to be determined, not yet. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.